straightened me out about this Honeybee Draper head not being able to go both directions and down beans. He says you should be able to go in both directions. All we have to do is tilt the sickle down more and put the reel out more. So we're going to try it. So these don't start out as being too far down, but further out there, they're pretty flat. So what I'm going to do here is hit the tilt, and then I adjust where the reel is, and you see that cylinder there going in and out. It says go out about 2.5 inches, and then put the reel out to about, it's at 16 right now, so I'm going to leave it there, and then we'll see how it goes. I've got the auto steer going, so it should be a little easier to go with this. You have to look behind. See how it's doing. Come over here. And I think it's doing pretty good. I think I've got it tilted enough, and I think it's looking pretty clean back there. Over here, see how flat those are. We're going in the wrong direction, and I think it's doing pretty good. There's a little bit right there, but if I need to adjust that tilt, I'll do that. So thanks, Lance. Taking some time to fuel up in the field today. We're winding down harvest. We've got about 300 acres of beans left to do, and this field's kind of interesting. Turn it around. It is mile-long rows, and takes a long time to do around, but especially going 3 miles an hour. But I'm fueling up this morning. Takes a long time, so I got plenty of time to do a video. Corn harvest went pretty good. We didn't have rain for a month, so we were able to get the corn out in good time, and then started raining, and we were out of starting beans for about 2 weeks. So a little behind. Well, not really we're behind, but we had 2 weeks that we weren't doing any much. So we got a lot of cattle work done. But so now we're back at, and you can tell today it's kind of cloudy, and trying to get a good day in today. Hopefully it won't rain. They're not really calling for too much rain. I mean, too much of a chance of rain. So we should, the goal for today is to get this bean field finished. We've got about 80 acres left in it. So we've only been able to get about very good days, 65 acres, because it's been, you know, had to frost and we couldn't get in the field till about 11 or about noon. But today, since it's supposed to rain, we can get in the field a little bit earlier because there's no dew. But I don't think it's gonna rain hardly. So we should get pretty good day in today if we get this thing fueled up and we can get the semi out of the field, because it is kind of soft because of the 2 weeks of rain. So I am fueling up again this morning, so I thought I'd talk about the Honeybee since I said I'd do that video next. And this is the Honeybee Draper head out of Canada, and Lance has been helping me with setting it up and learning all the things about it, answering questions and everything. But what it has is he's got these airbag for the pressure settings for the head, and it's got a compressor on it that you control up in the cab how much pressure you want compared to the terrain and you know, the conditions of the ground. And then we come around to, I've got the reel up because I was greasing the sickle there. So what you got is on the reel adjusts over here. You see that kind of like a dial that you set there. It adjusts the teeth on the reel, whether they go in or out, more aggressive. But here's the belt. It's got a 3-belt system. I really like how the belt feeds. I was, you know, everybody talks about you can't really see what's going on and compared to the traditional platforms, but I could see pretty good with this one, and it feeds really nice. I like how it does that. See, the only other thing that I can think of is, well, let's talk about that arm there. I probably should go on this side so it's not toward the sun. But what you can do with this head is you can angle it down more so the sickles are kind of closer to the ground, or if you're dragging up, you can angle the head up, and so it is cutting, you know, less close, I should say. So depending how tall your beans are and everything, and if you're going into flat beans, you can really do a lot of adjusting with trying to get those picked up. But there's a cylinder here, right there. There's a cylinder there that determines the angle of the head going down, or, you know, the angle of the head, whether it's up or down. And then that arm up there gives you the adjustment for the reel if you go closer to the platform or further away. So my thing about it so far is I'm really liking it. I was skeptical whether it'd make a big difference, but I think it has this year with the green beans. It feeds a little bit better, you know, instead of going in clumps and stopping up the combine. But so if you're looking for a Draper head, I think Honeybee has a really nice one. It has a lot of options to it with your settings. So as soon as you get the settings that, you know, you understand what you're wanting, then it's a pretty good deal. So that's the Honeybee head. The thing I was having trouble with was, you see this plate here that the beans have to climb over to get to the belt. I was having a lot of trouble with the short beans that were on the sand hills and that. It just was not going up over that plate. And finally got it set to where the reel height was needed to be adjusted, and those teeth. As soon as I got those adjusted, it started to feed really well. You just have to watch, of course, the reel getting into the sickle. But on the short beans, I finally got it figured out and got it set to where it was feeding pretty well.